What are you doing in Shanghai?
I'm in performing in Les Miserables right now. It's the world tour of Les Mis, and it's celebrating 40 years. So I'm here in Shanghai performing the role of Jean Valjean right now.
Well, last time I saw you on telly, where's all your hair gone? What's happened?
Um, it's been going gradually, to be honest, over the years, and I just sort of bit the bullet and attacked myself with a razor, and it's all gone, it's all
It's
gone, but it's
looking
grown
good. I
back
like it.
a little
Looking
bit
good.
now.
A very mean Jean Valjean.
Thank you so much. I mean, I did have to cut it short for the role as well, but probably went a little bit too short, to be honest.
We'll talk about Celebrity MasterChef in a bit, but you've announced a new tour. You're performing at Blackpool, which is always special for you because you used to work there at the Opera House, and you've got a new album out. The album's called Facing Myself. Have you been facing yourself? Have you been looking back on everything?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what the concept of the album and this tour is about. It's basically about nostalgia, about the years that I've been doing this job for, and what's gone on in my life, and where I am now, and just really sort of being grateful for where I am, grateful for the opportunities that I've had. Um, yeah, it's a trip down memory lane for me. So I'm going to be pulling out all the old songs. I've got some brand new songs that I've been writing, some cover songs that people hopefully like, and yeah, just and I'm opening the floor to questions as well. So I want to sort of give the audience freedom to be part of the show, to ask me a few questions. To if there's anybody in the crowd that wants to get up and sing with me, then I'm willing for that to happen too. Um, it's just an opportunity to look back and be grateful for where I am.
Because obviously performing at the Opera House, it's still a pinch me moment that you used to work behind the scenes at the Opera House at the Winter Gardens, and now you're performing on that stage.
I used to work as stage crew there at the Blackpool Opera House, the Winter Gardens, and yeah, I used to set up all the scenery, rig the lights, rig the speakers for the concerts that used to come in. Never really thinking that one day I'd be on the other side of it. I'd be actually the one that people were rigging the lights and the speakers for. And yeah, it blows my mind every time I go back there, because it is really like coming home, and it's nice to fly the flag for Fleetwood and for the Northwest and for Lancashire in itself. And yeah, I've never sort of forgotten my roots, and my feet are firmly on the ground still.
And am I right? And I think you've told this story before with me. You were underneath the stage waiting to bring something on or push a button or do something on some production, and you fell asleep when you were at the Opera House.
I did, yeah. I was there was a production of the musical 42nd Street that came to Blackpool for the summer, and I was supposed to like open a trap door to pass out this coin to the dancer who was supposed to put it on the floor and then do this tap dance on this coin. And I'd been sort of working quite a lot, like and not getting much sleep. And I fell asleep under the trapdoor, and this poor dancer was like stomping on the trapdoor to get this coin out. And that was my final day at the the opera house. They said, "Oh, we're all right, Alfie. We don't need you anymore, mate." So I
Honestly.
ended up leaving, getting fired. Yeah.
Well, look what happened to
And
you.
weirdly,
So, yeah.
the guy that fired me. Ah, no, exactly. But the guy that fired me, he is always there whenever I go back. So I do rib him a little bit for it.
Dear, oh dear. Celebrity MasterChef. Now, over the years when I've talked to you, you like to talk about food. You like being in the kitchen. I think you're going to be quite good in this.
Well, I mean, I hope so. I'm working really hard at it, and I've worked really hard at it, and it was a lot of fun. I've learned quite a bit from the other contestants on the program, and the presenters and guest chefs as well. So it's good fun, and I do love to cook. I do love to cook. It's a big passion of mine. And yeah, I don't try and do anything too fancy. I try and keep it simple and wholesome sort of food.
Yeah, and it's something that your mum taught you, and when your student days and when you were performing in London in the early days, did you used to just kind of knock up a quick meal?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I grew up learning a lot from my mother. You know, my mum was a really good cook. She had nine of us to feed, so she was never out of the kitchen really. And yeah, she made everything from the pastas, dishes, and roast dinners, and cakes, and pastries, and pies. And it was yeah. So I learned a lot from her. And then when I went away, left Fleetwood to go to London and study. That was one of my things that I sort of started to pick up was cooking in my little kitchen that I had in my accommodation, and I used to love it. I made some disasters and I made some big mistakes in the kitchen, but I've survived and I've learned a lot. So over the years, but I love it. I do love cooking, and but being part of that show, MasterChef, was quite intense. It's a very scary process. It's quite intense. You've got the clock ticking, and you're down to the wire on every single recipe that you do. So um, the pressure is on. It is quite a pressured thing to be a part of.
Yeah, and obviously we don't want to give the game away. We don't want to talk about any dishes that you made because we want people to enjoy the show when it is on the telly. But as you talk about the pressure as well, and if you make a mistake in the kitchen at home, then you can always try again or whatever. But to have you play it in front of someone and they're judging it and they're going, oh, that's a little bit tough, or maybe that's a bit cold. That must be hard work.
It is hard work. I mean, especially when you've got like an hour to make a dish on some challenges, and it gets to the wire. And yeah, like you say, if you do make a mistake, you haven't really got the time to go back and correct it. You've got to almost start all over again. So but it's entertaining to watch, and I think that's why it's on TV, and people like that competition so much. But my goodness, I think that's why I've lost so much hair and I've had to shave it off. So there you go.
Well, Alfie, thank you very much for joining us. You're at the Winter Gardens, the Opera House in April. Tickets on sale for the tour now, and the album comes out when?
The album will be out in April. There isn't a specific date yet, but it'll be out in April.
Wonderful. And the piece of string to Shanghai more or less worked. So that was fantastic. Alfie Boe, always lovely to talk to you. Thanks for talking to us this morning, mate. Thank you. Thank you. No, it's working. We can hear you. Wonderful stuff. Alfie Boe, joining us live from Shanghai. It was